ORYX has returned, but it's a much different ORYX than the one we encountered in the Taken King. We learn about his ventures through space, his conversations with the Witness and Winnower, and the heresy he now sees in his siblings. Welcome, Guardians, let's dive into these mysteries. Before we discuss the Navigator Echo and connections to beings of darkness like the Winnower, let's read a card where Ikora speaks about the nature of these echoes and the light still spilling from the pale heart. From the new bow lore. Ikora lowers her datapad and turns to the holoprojector in her office. Outside is the Traveler in miniature, its valence shimmering at the edges of the portal. The aura has softened now. The valence grows dim. It was such a mystery in those early days after the death of the Witness, a phenomenon that births phenomena. The Witness was a being of great complexity. In life, it was a singular being of darkness, but that darkness encompassed a constellation of consciousness. It was largely made of the Witness's progenitor species, but other memories were nested within the darkness too, each one unique. Each a glimpse of the moment of encounter. From a single individual facing down the Black Fleet to an entire planet collapsing in its shadow. Ikora considers the nature of the echoes, largely formed from memories. The echo in Aramis's possession holds the memory of Rhys, but Ikora wonders suddenly, is it the memory of a planet, the gravitational well connected to Rhys? She makes a note in her datapad. They did not yet know which memory Maya's echo held. And then here was him, the echo of the Navigator. Ikora sneers. She has no interest in meeting him. Echoes seem more trouble than they are worth. She grimaces, knowing that if there are more, they will find them. Ikora turns off the projector, picks up her datapad. Her math confirms her suspicion. The valence has no more secrets to share. Echoes had been released from it, but now it simply shines inert. The valence's dimming is a welcome omen. Fewer weapons to fall on a hungry world. The assurance of control eases her shoulders. Ikora sighs. A sudden beeping jolts her from contemplation. Sensors are acting strangely. Someone is calling. There's new lore from an exotic sparrow that gives some pretty big spoilers, so I'm not going to read the spoiler parts, just the lines that pertain to the Taken King's return and this echo of navigation. So it's a living memory of a dead guy, Drifter recapped. Arash, the Osmium King, Lord of Shapes, and the first Navigator of the Hive. Anyway, Drifter continued. While ORYX was stomping around, drumming up Taken from everything he could get his greedy mitts on, his memories were stored in darkness. They became interwoven with the fabric of our shared meta-consciousness. Then, after the Guardian killed the Witness, ORYX'S memories combined with the light to make the echo. So that's exactly what this is, ORYX'S memories from the past combined with the light to make the echo. This is a version of ORYX from those early days of the Hive.
You trespass on my throne. I am the Taken King, the first Navigator. I rise from the deep. See your wrath. What has become of our war? I slain.
Sadly, yes, elder brother. You're just the memory of a dead god. The sword you always wanted to become.
I only just mantled myself by the death of Akka. Carved my throne from the worm's corpse. If I am destroyed, then I deserve extinction. My heir, my killer. Step forward.
Stop acting like children, the both of you. We are finally free to create new paths for ourselves.
Sharpen their knives, that their lie may become my logic's truth.
Dialogue further backs this up in the Nether activity. Thanks to Destiny Lore Vault, we have some clips.
I am told that in my life I had a son. Crota, my sister tells me, came to your only moon and hollowed it with his throne. When you destroyed him, I brought my dreadnought to bear my high war upon this system. Is that what drove me here? Sentimental revenge? A waste of my logic. The dead deserve extinction.
So we know that the ORYX we see in Heresy is much different. He feels different about his philosophies, his life, and siblings because this was a different time. This is a memory of ORYX, not the ORYX we fought, but the one that ruled over the stars many years ago. Specifically, right after ORYX killed Akka, spoke to the deep and built his dreadnought. When ORYX slays Akka, he communes with the deep for the first time. We believe this was the witness. ORYX, the first Navigator, set upon his god with his sword and his words, and cut Akka to pieces, and took from those pieces the secret of calling upon the deep. He wrote this secret in a set of tablets, which he called the Tablets of Ruin, and he wore them about his waist. Then ORYX said, "Now I may speak to the deep, the beautiful final shape. I will be king of shapes. I will learn all the secrets of our destiny." His speech to the deep is not recorded here, but it is known that he returned and he said, "Now I am ORYX, the Taken King, and I have the power to take life and make it my own." Then he went out into the universe and fought the Communing with his tablets, and the worm his god was pleased. New story details also tell us who ORYX communed with through the deep. Was it the Witness, the Winnower? We've had these debates for years. What if I told you the answer was probably both? Marasov told us the original master of the Taken was the Witness. Makes sense, so the Witness possibly spoke to ORYX here first. He then used his Taken power to conquer many worlds.
The Taken pursued her here. Taken she once controlled. Taken that now serve a new master. Or, if Sabathun is to be believed, their original master. Not her brother, ORYX, but something far older.
Just after destroying the Taishi Bethi species, he used the tablets again to speak to the deep. This time it might have been a darker entity, the Winnower. On the 9th pace, ORYX says, "This is the only God. This ability to dictate what will and will not exist. This power to go on existing. This is your God. It is never ticklish." On the 10th pace, the Taishi Bethi are extinct. Then ORYX says, "Listen, my siblings. Do you know what we have done? We have conquered our way to the edge of the deep. It whispers to me when I call on it, and it guides my flight. It says that we are at its threshold, and that I should come inside. I will go and speak to it." In the Majestic card from the Books of Sorrow, what we believe is the Winnower speaks to ORYX. "ORYX, my king, my friend, kick back, relax. Shrug off that armor, set down that blade. Roll your burdened shoulders and let down your guard. This is a place of life, a place of peace. Out in the world, we ask a simple, true question. A question like, can I kill you? Can I rip your world apart? Tell me the truth, for if I don't ask, someone will ask it of me. And they call us evil. Evil. Evil means socially maladaptive. We are adaptiveness itself. Ah, ORYX, how do we explain it to them? The world is not built on the laws they love. Not on friendship, but on mutual interest. Not on peace, but on victory by any means. The universe is run by extinction, by extermination, by gamma ray bursts burning up 1,000 garden worlds, by howling singularities eating up infant suns. And if life is to live, if anything is to survive through the end of all things, it will live not by the smile, but by the sword. Not in a soft place, but in a hard shell. Not in the rotting bog of artificial paradise, but in the cold, hard, self-verifying truth of that one ultimate arbiter, the only judge, the power that is its own metric and its own source. Existence at any cost. Strip away the lies and truces and decaying tactics they call civilization, and this is what remains, this beautiful shape. The fate of everything is made like this in the collision, the test of one praxis against another. This is how the world changes. One way meets a second way, and they discharge their weapons. They exchange their words and markets. They contest, and in doing so, they petition each other for the right to go on being something instead of nothing. This is the universe figuring out what it should be in the end. And it's majestic, majestic. It is the only thing that can be true in and of itself. And it is what I am. So ORYX seems to have spoken to both of these entities. At first he came across the witness and learned the power to take. And from some dialogue it seems he may have seen straight through the witness's lies, later communing with what he believed to be his true god in the Winnower.
I spoke to the deep. If I truly died, then I am dead. You followed a charlatan into Heresy and lost your edge. What truth can you offer?
ORYX says, I spoke to the deep. You sisters followed that charlatan, the witness, down the wrong path. Again confirming that the two were separate. So it's cool, this is a different version of ORYX. He sounds different voice-wise, which could be a new voice actor, or maybe the same actor was told to speak this way to portray an earlier version of ORYX. Either way, it gives us a different perspective. This was ORYX during his early days in Prime, slaying worlds, gaining power, communing with false gods and beings in the darkness. ORYX learns about the events that have happened and is disgusted. Xivu says, "You're our navigator. If you take out the Guardian, your killer, you might be able to come back in your true form." But ORYX, believing in the sword logic in his own ways, says, "No. If a being as powerful as this Guardian was able to kill me, I deserve to stay dead." He even calls his sister a heretic.
We agreed. If something greater comes to destroy us, then we do not deserve existence. I must be what I am, and I am defeated. My logic is true. This is proof eternal, and yet you deny it. That, sister, is heresy. What other heresies did I entertain as the years unfolded? What else besides my death? Xivu fails to test her strength out of fear of her own mortality. She wants me to turn away from our logic out of liar's love. In my resurrection, I only see her failure. Hers and mine. And you, I see the strength I had that can endure forever.
Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. A recap of the Echo of Navigation, what it is, and conversations between ORYX and the Deep. If you'd like to see some more Destiny news, lore, and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.